Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Season 2, Episode 23, A Chinatown Ghost Story. Now, after 3 freaking months, we're finally getting back into Season 2 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. We're getting, seriously, just the last 4 episodes, so we only have 3 more to go after this one. But this was an okay start coming back into it. I mean, if it was just going through, this would just be like sort of a filler episode. But I did enjoy it. It was definitely a cool one. The big focus, of course, once again, I think we've had maybe 3 or 4 episodes about this, but it's Donnie and Casey both liking April. In this one, we also got Irma in there with her hanging out with April and Casey. But I did enjoy this episode. It had its funny moments. The main enemy, Ho Chan, he was a really silly, funny ghost character. Like, he's super old, but he was just, the stuff he was saying was, of course, just really, really modern. And he was really disrespectful to like the purple dragons. He was calling them dumb and stuff, even when he was giving them powers. But I did enjoy the episode. The comedy was good. The action was really good in this one. The superpowers were used really well, I think. Each had its own focus every once in a while. Like, they got the lightning, the thunder, and the wind, which I also enjoyed when they first gave them the powers. And I think they started with lightning just because it was sort of a reference to Mortal Kombat, because the guy, when he got lightning, I thought it was just going to be his character because they gave him the hat, but they all end up having the same hats. But they gave him the hat. It's not the same that Raiden has from Mortal Kombat, but I think that's why they did that, where they started with lightning, because it's like when you see that hat and someone just has lightning powers and glowing eyes, for a lot of people you probably think of Raiden from Mortal Kombat because it's such a incredibly popular series. So I think that's why they started with the lighting. But I did enjoy their powers when they went, and the 3 guys went and they fought Casey and April at the ice rink. That was really cool. Especially, I love the part where the guy did like the thunder clap and he like shattered the ice. I thought that looked really cool. And then when they went up against the turtles, I really love the fact that even with superpowers, the turtles were able to take them down. And it's like, well, even with superpowers, if you don't know how to fight, you're gonna get beat up. So it's kind of cool that the turtles were still able to take them down. And then, of course, Leo, Michelangelo, and Raphael, they're the ones that end up getting the superpowers. But it was definitely a great episode. One of my favorite scenes in this episode, which was hilarious, was when Casey and Donnie were able to get them the pizzas, and Mikey ate the pizza and he burped and he just flew away into the background. I thought that was the funniest part of this entire episode. And that's like the second just super epic burp that he's had in this season. And the first one was when he ate that like pizza monster and he burped and it like shattered the glass of the entire restaurant. And they did like a slow motion shockwave thing where it was blowing everybody away. So that just made me think of that episode. And it's like he just has the, whenever he has some crazy moment where he burps, it's just always really, really funny to me. And it was just so funny to see him just like fly away. It just looks so silly to me, but I love that scene. The end fight was definitely pretty cool. They were fighting against the ghost and he was just really powerful and stuff. And he mentioned early on in the episode that his contribution to martial arts, he mastered martial arts so well that people considered it to be magic, but it wasn't. So I thought that was pretty cool, and he kind of displayed that at the end. It was a fairly short fight, but he was dodging Casey and stuff, and he had like the ghost hands and things like that at the end of the fight scene. But it was definitely cool. And then at the end, when he was holding Donnie and Casey against the walls, it was cool how April came in when he was just throwing the knife up in the air, and she just kind of just did like a front flip, and she just fell straight forward and caught it and just flipped and then got him right in the chest, or I guess in the stomach. But it was definitely a cool way to end the fight, and of course everything worked out. They weren't arguing, but they'll be arguing like next week or something. But I'm glad we're finally getting to the end of this season. I don't know why they had the splits for this season, which they had last season too. I hate how the seasons are honestly how they play out for TMNT. I love the show, which I'm sure like a lot of you do too, and that's kind of why we hate having these crazy breaks, because it happens all the time. It's like we're watching through it. It's like for whatever reason, week off, it's back on for 2 weeks, and then it's off for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then it's back on for like one episode, then it's off for another week and stuff like that. And this exact same thing happened with the first season, where it ended and I knew it wasn't supposed to be the season finale, because they didn't say it was supposed to be. And the same thing happened this time when they had the really big episode with Karai, and that could have been the season finale because that was an amazing episode that they left it off on. But it was like they just left it off, and then, for whatever reason, and I don't know what it is, but it took forever for the show to come back on, and we only have 4 episodes left. But I am really, really happy that the show's back on. I'm excited for these next couple. Next episode is actually gonna talk a lot about Dimension X, although I think it's called Dimension 9 or something like that. But I'm really excited for that. And then right after that, we have a 2-part season finale. So, we're at the end of the season. It's just, for whatever reason, it took a long time to get back here. But I enjoyed the episode. Thought it was a nice little filler episode. I would have, of course, enjoyed it more if it was a main story one. But I'm almost 100% certain, based on the names, that these next 3 episodes are going to be all about the main story. And then we're going to head into season 3. But of course, let me know what you guys thought about this episode, your favorite parts, your least favorite parts. And now that the show is back on, are you guys excited? What do you guys think about this being the first episode after a 3-month, or I guess 2.5 month absence? Was it a good one to come back on, or was it, a so-so episode for you? Comment below, let me know, and thanks for watching.